So JETT's first ability is her Cloud Burst. She has 3 charges, so she can use 3 Cloud Bursts in 1 round. Oh, never mind. Never mind. She has 2 Cloud Bursts now. Thank you, Valorant, for making my life a lot harder.
I'll get that spooky ghost boy.
How's it going, everyone? Ghost here, back with another Valorant guide. This time I'm doing a guide about JETT. So, after JETT's nerfs, there's a few things that have changed. So, we'll start off with the basic structure: first ability, second ability, signature ability, and then ultimate, and I'll tell you what changed with those abilities. So her first ability is her Cloud Burst. JETT has 2 charges of these. She used to have 3, but she has 2 now because Valorant is Valorant. They cost 200 credits per round, and they're basically a smoke that lasts for about 3 seconds-ish. So that is your Cloud Burst. It would go forward until it hits an object, and then it'll transform into a fully formed smoke cloud. You can also hold down your trigger key, so say your trigger key is C. You hold down C and you can make it curve. So you can make it go around corners if you just hold that and move your mouse in the direction you want it to go. So you can move anywhere you want it. So essentially you can make it curve around a corner if you want to smoke around the corner. But it's kind of difficult to control because it does go pretty far quickly. So if you want to do a hard smoke, you gotta turn quickly. Just like that. And it can go anywhere, so you can put your cloud down there, up here, up the top if you need to do that for some reason. Probably won't, but you get what I mean. So yeah, you can make it curve any way you want. So it'll go until it hits something, or it'll just go and then eventually it'll transform into a full cloud. But that's probably not going to happen unless you throw it up and then down. But that landed on the roof, I think. Yes, it did. Okay, so JETT's second ability is her Updraft. She has 2 charges of these per round. They cost 150 credits. It's pretty simple. You just press your activation key, and then you just updraft upwards. Really, that simple. It's good for getting up to high surfaces, so like this, if you want to get up there. If you want to get up here, you can updraft here, and you'll get up on this. So JETT's really good for getting into different positions. And what I usually like to do at the start of the round when I'm a defender, I like to come here and then I'll do my dash and updraft, and then I can land here and get enemies pushing mid pretty early on. So that's really handy. With JETT, you want to use her abilities in combo, so her smoke and her updraft can get you to places hidden. So say I want to get up here, but I don't want anyone to see me, I can smoke this, and then updraft, and then they won't see me updraft there. Or with JETT's signature ability, which is her dash, it's pretty much just a dash forward. Whichever way you hold your arrow key, so if you do W, you'll dash forward. If you hold S, you'll dash backwards. A and D, you'll dash left and right. If you don't hold any keys down, you'll just dash forward, or in the direction you're looking with your crosshair. And with JETT's dash, she has to get 2 kills in order to recharge her dash. So once you use it, you have to get kills twice, indicated by these little X's down here. You get 2 kills and it recharges your dash, so you can use it again. Alright, let's talk about JETT's ultimate ability now. Her ultimate is called Blade Storm. So Blade Storm, when you ult, it's pretty much completely accurate knives, so it doesn't matter if you're moving or anything, they're completely accurate on the run. It's pretty much the same as Golden Gun if you've played Golden Gun before. So you can move and it's completely accurate to where your crosshair is. So if I updraft, it's where my crosshair always is compared to a gun where I updraft and it's inaccurate like this. So gunshots, Jett knives, completely accurate. So they're really good for Jett when she's being mobile, so when she's moving around you can dash and updraft and pretty much just get anyone on the move. But it also depends how good your aim is, so if your aim's not that great, you can hold close corners and right click them, which throws all of them. But with the recent patch you can't regenerate your right click after kills, so if you get a kill just left clicking normally like this, then your knives will regenerate. So say you use 3 knives to get a kill, and then your knives will regenerate once you get that kill. So I'll show you guys that with a test dummy a bit later. But yeah, you can't recharge your knives after a kill when you alt click. Alright, so I've got a test dummy here and I've turned off infinite abilities, so my knives won't automatically respawn even if I miss all my shots. So with Jett knives, you can see I used 3 of my knives and then I get the next one, my knives regenerate. So I have 5 and I can keep doing this as long as I get kills. So I can use as many knives as I want, and then with the last one, if I get the kill, then my knives regenerate. But with Valorant's new patch where you alt click, you don't regenerate your knives. So you could before, but now you can't. So this is what it looks like now. I don't have my Jett alt anymore. So you can see I've gone back to 0 alt points because I right clicked and they don't regenerate because Valorant wants to work on precise gunplay for some reason. So that's her alt. Gotta be precise if you want to reuse her knives, and careful when to use them and when not to use right click. So just be careful of that. Jett's got a bit more tactics behind her now, so if it's like 5v1, you can single click on everyone except for the last person unless they're far away. Then I suggest single clicking them because it's completely accurate. With your right click, it's not always accurate from a distance. Alright, so as you can see, Jett's knives are completely accurate, so one shot would kill them to the head. So Jett knives, if I right click on her head, it doesn't always get her. It's not completely accurate, so I can miss. It's sometimes accurate, sometimes not. You just gotta be careful because it's not always accurate. Yeah, I say this and I keep getting kills. So a good way of knowing when a Jett will be in an unpredictable position is that you can hear her updrafting or dashing. So this is what it sounds like when Jett updrafts. So that's her updraft and this is her dash sound. So as you can see, the updraft and dash sound are completely different. So Jett's updraft and dash have different sounds. So you can tell when she updrafts and when she dashes. It's pretty easy to distinguish the two. So if you need to know if she dashes, you can tell by the sound. If you need to know if she updrafts, you can tell by the sound as well. And her cloud burst as well also has a different sound. So it's all about knowing if Jett's going to be in an unpredictable area by her sound. So what her abilities do. It's pretty easy to counter Jett if you know the positions that Jett would usually hold, or if Jett uses her abilities in a particular situation. So that's what Jett's cloud burst sounds like. It's very different to her updraft and dash. You should be able to distinguish the sound. So hopefully it won't be too confusing for new players. And yeah, just be careful with all her abilities combined, because when she has her knives out, they're completely accurate on the move. One cool thing about Jett is that she can drift, so she can have a slow descent instead of falling straight down to the ground like this. She can have a slow descent. So you just hold space for the slow descent and you'll drop down slowly. So this is also good for getting into positions that are further away for Jett to updraft from. So, or if you just don't want to take full damage. So say I want to get to yellow, I'll updraft and I can slow descent onto yellow here, instead of just doing the normal one updraft and not making it at all. So I'll just do one updraft and I didn't make it because I didn't slow descent. So her slow descent is really good for getting to other areas as well, using less of her abilities. And also not taking fall damage. So say I dash up really high here and don't slow descent. I have invulnerability on. So if you don't use Jett for slow descent, she will take fall damage. So if I'm going to not use her slow descent here, she takes fall damage. If I use my slow descent, it makes an audio cue, but I also don't take damage. Alright, so this is what Jett's slow descent sounds like compared to her other abilities. So that audio cue is a big giveaway to where she could be on the map, and with all her abilities they're very sound based, so you can tell where she would be on the map pretty easily, but she can also be very unpredictable. Like she can fake her updrafts and fake her dashes. So if you want to fake a dash, you can just walk into a wall and dash, or if you want to fake an updraft, just walk under something, updraft, or you could just walk next to something and updraft and just not go onto the elevated platform. So they're going to be looking up for you, but when you're actually on the ground, you can trick them. So you can do a lot of cool things with Jett. So that's the Jett guide. I hope you guys found that useful. It's really annoying that Valorant keeps changing agents so they have different amount of abilities, or the abilities at different times or something, you know. It's just really annoying because it makes my life so much harder. But anyway, all my guides are basically just for new Valorant players to know the basic abilities. So even if Valorant changes 2 updrafts to 1 updraft, then people will still know what an updraft is. Like they're not going to change that ability. They're just going to change either the cost or how many uses you can have of it. But yeah, so basically that's it for Jett. Gonna work on a bunch of more guides now since I've pumped out my Control series. If you haven't already, check that out. It's a really fun game to watch and play, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.